Greenwashing. The word greenwashing comes from the contraction of two words, green and whitewashing or brainwashing. Greenwashing is a marketing strategy used by companies or organizations pretending to be sustainable or greener than they actually are. Greenwashing started when, in the early 90s, there was the first large-scale rise in environmental concerns, crystallized around the first Global Earth Day. Companies quickly reacted, in haste and without serious preparation. So numerous advertising campaigns were launched. From 2006 onward, it was a veritable explosion. The environmental theme is now everywhere, and the big brands are playing at who is the greenest, even though they have not really become so. Greenwashing is used because brands don't want to commit to a more sustainable business model that would entail more costs and the risk of less sales. That's why companies tend to perform only actions visible to consumers, for example eco-design, and turn them into marketing arguments to sell more. As a result, brands tend to overlook non-visible actions, even though these are precisely the actions that are essential to reduce a company's environmental footprint. Shareholders can impose their vision in order to achieve even more growth at expenses of sustainability. Greenwashing is first and foremost a matter of communication. Some methods of greenwashing used by companies are the colors and visuals of the website and/or packaging, like green in the logo or photos of nature. The design of the product itself. For example, a detergent colored green to suggest its ecological ingredients. Use of words to suggest sustainability but no evidence of it. Fake self-proclaimed labels. For example, conscious, green collection, natural. Some examples of greenwashing are slogans like, "Our clothes are made with love," "We manufacture ethically," or, "Our clothes are 100% natural." From an environmental conscious company, we would expect to find a clear indication of materials, highlight of certifications, attention to ethical and environmental footprint of the entire value chain, indication of the countries where supplying and production take place. We should remember that an ethical company communicates in a transparent way and makes all stages in the production process traceable. Backs up their results and ambitions about sustainability with measurable numbers and evidence. Offers clothes with noble materials, and can really justify a solid and well thought out manufacture. Takes into account all aspects of the making of its clothes or accessories, from the creation to wardrobes. Encourages customers to consume responsibly, according to the principle of consume less, but better. Sells at fair prices. Manufactures its products in Europe to reduce its carbon footprint, but also to ensure compliance with strict standards, notably, working conditions. Produces collections made up of only a few, well thought out pieces of better quality that last longer. Is possibly labeled and has certifications, GOTS, OEKO-TEX, etc. While no company is perfect, we must set the tone for a change in an entire industry by avoiding brands that pollute, exploit, exclude, and supporting those whose efforts are real and measurable. If the cost of ethical brands is too high, there are other ways to consume responsibly, like making clothes last as long as possible, reducing consumer pollution. Greenwashing is dangerous because it discourages the consumers from changing their consumption patterns, by making them believe that the problem is solved, and because it puts us to sleep while the house is burning.